Hello, English learner, and welcome to Easy English with James, where we make learning English easy for you. What is a subject and what is an object? Charlie drinks tequila. I or me like ice cream. I, me, he, him. You don't always want to repeat your nouns again and again in a sentence. Otherwise, you might sound like a crazy person. For the easiest English learning tips, strategies, and hacks to become a confident and fluent English speaker, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to get notified whenever I post a new video. So, quick question for you. Which one of these sentences is correct? We went to the movies with he. Or, we went to the movies with him. How about this one? The chocolate is for they. Or, the chocolate is for them. You see, there's a really common mistake that I see English learners make all the time. And it's confusing their subject pronouns and their object pronouns. But don't worry, because by the end of this short video, I'm going to give you my personal formula for overcoming this problem fast and forever. This is the same formula that thousands of our students have successfully learned. And now, it's your turn. So now it's time to... Okay, let's start with a quick review. What is a subject and what is an object? Now, a subject goes towards the beginning of a sentence and they do the action. For example, James plays the guitar. Ruth loves sloths. Now, objects go towards the end of a sentence, usually after the verb, and they receive the action. So, Cassie lives in Guangzhou. Charlie drinks tequila. Simple enough, right? Now, what is a pronoun? A pronoun is simply a word that replaces a noun in a sentence. Now, why are these important? Well, because you don't always want to repeat your nouns again and again in a sentence. Otherwise, you might sound like a crazy person. For example, I saw Bob at the market today, and Bob was buying a salad. I asked Bob why Bob wasn't ordering Bob's usual cheeseburger and fries. And Bob told me that Bob's doctor told Bob that Bob had high cholesterol. Sorry, Bob. So, even though most English learners don't sound this strange, they do sometimes confuse their subject pronouns and their object pronouns. So for the sake of today's video, subject pronouns replace subjects. So they usually go towards the beginning of a sentence. Here's the list of subject pronouns. I, you, he, she, they, and we. Now, let's talk about object pronouns. Object pronouns replace objects. So they go usually after the verb towards the end of a sentence. Here is the list of object pronouns. Me, you, him, her, us, and them. As you can see, the only pronoun that is both a subject pronoun and an object pronoun is you. Also, let's take a second to talk about the pronoun it. It can be both a subject pronoun and an object pronoun when it refers to a non-human object. For example, it is a nice day. Or, I saw it. All you have to know right now is that it is simply the pronoun for anything that is not a human being. So if you have any questions about any of this, go ahead and leave them in the comments below. But getting back to our topic today, here's where this all comes together. If you want to use a subject pronoun in a sentence, then you can't use another subject pronoun from that same column. For example, I like she. We like they. They like I. Instead, you have to pull from the object pronoun list, like this. I like her. We like them. They like me. Think about it like this. I hope you know what magnets are, right? Magnets can't stick together based on two positive charges or two negative charges. Subject pronouns and object pronouns are the same way. It's incorrect to have two subject pronouns in a sentence or two object pronouns in a sentence. And remember, subject pronouns go towards the beginning of a sentence, and object pronouns go after the verb towards the end of a sentence. So you would never have an object pronoun at the beginning of a sentence or a subject pronoun at the end of a sentence, unless you want to sound like a caveman. Okay, take 5 seconds to choose the correct subject pronoun or object pronoun answer to these exercises. Ready? I or me like ice cream. They or them love Indian food. All the children ate their vegetables except for she or her. We or us will travel to Thailand soon. Everyone turned in their homework except for he or him. Okay, now that you got the hang of it, let's really test your knowledge. Now it's time for you to make a sentence describing what you see. Don't worry about getting everything perfect. Just worry about getting the subject pronoun and object pronouns correct. Ready? Here we go. The answer is, they are happy. The answer is, he eats pizza. The answer is, she is tall. The answer is, I drink coffee. The answer is, we see the Hollywood sign. All right, easy English learner. Now you know how to avoid the common mistake of mixing up your subject pronouns and your object pronouns. I hope it helped, but let me know in the comments below if you have any questions about anything that you learned here today. Also, let me know if you have any specific topics or subjects about English that you'd like me to cover and make easy for you. Now, I'm sure you learned a lot, but I also have a really handy PDF download for you. It has grammar charts, specific vocabulary, and some more exercises that are going to help you with today's lesson. It's in the description below. At the end of every one of our lessons, I am going to give you some homework. But since this is our first lesson together, I'll make this the easiest homework assignment that you've ever had. Ready? Your homework is to like this video, subscribe to this channel, and to write in the comments below which English subject you'd like me to make easy for you next. Again, pretty simple, right? So go ahead and do that right now. My name is James from Easy English with James, and I'll talk to you next time.